guys, so we're going to do Cat 2 protocol right now. So the indicative test for Cat 2 is going to be an arm fossa test. So Jim, what I'm going to have you do is bring your arm up here, hold it, make a soft fist, pointing this inwards. Perfect. Relax a little bit. Your fist. You can relax a little bit. Right there. Yeah, just like a soft fist. Okay. Good. I want you to resist me when I pull down like this, okay? Pull. Okay, so first you make sure the muscle's strong. Jim, with the other hand, I want you to take this and right where your belly button is, put it right here, and try to feel for a prominence. That's a little bony prominence down here. Yeah.
Down here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel that? Okay. Cool. And it's okay if I come. Okay. So Jim, I'm gonna be holding a spot here and a spot here. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. You can put this hand down. So you're gonna hold this arm up. I'm gonna say hold, and you're just gonna keep it like stiff, okay? Hold, press, and pull. Okay, so that's strong. That's upper fossa. Hold, press, and pull. And that's lower one. So say if one, you can relax. Say if one of them was weak. So if I had an upper fossa test, that's the one that we want to strengthen through Cat 2 blocking. And so how we're gonna do Cat 2? Actually, the next thing we're gonna do is the long leg, short leg. So Jim, what I want you to do is bring your ankles out a little bit further here. No, relax. Bring them out of here. And I want you to press out while I press in. Okay, ready? Go. And then relax. Relax for me. Relax. No, like,
Just let them go.
Yeah, and so then you bring them together, and my fingers underneath the malleolus, and so he's got a right short leg. Yes, right short leg. Good. You relax. So we would have done the muscle test on this side, finding a weak fossa on this side. What we're going to do is we're going to block. So these are the blocks. First thing, it's going to be an active block. So Jim, what I want you to do is lift this hip off the table like as if you're rolling over like this. Perfect, yeah. So I'm going to find his iliac crest here. So put the block 90 degrees into it and then roll back on top of it. Perfect. And the other one, same exact thing on this side, just roll it over. Find the short connector, go posteriorly, 45-degree angle into the spine. All right, then roll on top of that one. So Cat 2 blocking should only last for about 2 minutes. So the whole time we're gonna have the arm up, and we're gonna still be testing to make sure these fossas are strong. That's the whole point of blocking. Now, if it's not strong in the first, you can relax for me. If that weak fossa is not getting stronger within the first minute to minute and a half, we're gonna do some excitatory tests. So the first one we're going to do is just wiggle the blocks a little bit. Okay. And that's supposed to stimulate the nervous system to activate it. But if that doesn't work, we're going to stimulate bilateral rubbing on the legs like this, rubbing it. The third one is we're going to, so since this is a short leg side, we're going to stretch the musculature like this, just couple pressure, about 3 times. And then that doesn't, we're going to go to basic 2. But say the fossa gets stronger, great. We're going to wiggle the blocks out very gently to unblock. All right, so the fourth corrective test is called basic 2. For this one, we're still going to have the patient's arm up, and we're going to have him resist, so whichever side was weaker, and the one that we're trying to stimulate through the blocking, and the blocks would still be in. So say his upper fossa was weak. So now what we're going to do is have him inhale for me. Hold that breath. And then so say that was weak, but now, so exhale for me. And then so that was strong. So that would be inhalation fault. So, but if the opposite, if exhalation was weak and inhalation was strong, then exhalation it'd be an exhalation fault. So just have your arm down for me. So for this, we're going to, so let's just say it was an inhalation fault. So relax for me. Put a hand on the back, hand on the front, right near the glabella. And so you're going to instruct the patient, Jim, what I want you to do, when you inhale, I want you to point your feet towards your head. And then when you exhale, I want you to point your feet away. Cool? So for inhalation fault, I'm going to be fixing it on exhalation. And what I'm going to be doing for inhalation is I'm going to be distracting, and then or going from I to S, and then exhalation is S to I. So Jim, I want you to breathe in. So not doing anything now. Then I want you to point your toes down for me. Exhale, and then pressing down. And then I want you to breathe in for me, and then relax. And you may point your toes for me. Cool. Just like that. And we'll do that 3 times. And then for exhalation, same exact thing, but on inhalation, I'm correcting going I to S. Cool. And then after doing that 3 times, we're going to check it. And if it goes strong, then we corrected it. And now we're just going to have the patient hold their hand or hold their arm position, resist it. And then I'm going to really quickly go superior with it to reestablish those muscles. Okay, so after blocking, category 2 blocking, we should have the fossas strong and also the leg lengths to be relatively even. So say that the fossas became strong, but the leg lengths didn't become even. So we'll say the right is a short leg. So we're going to stand on the short leg side, and this is called the long leg, short leg rule or test. Have the patient flex up, and then I'm just going to I'll have your leg for you, okay, Jim? So you're going to start, you're going to do this 3 times, kind of circumduct the leg, bring out, extend it, bring him back, do this 3 times. And then after you do that 3 times, do the same thing, still stay on the short leg side, bring it up, and you're going to go away and back here. Doing that 3 times. And that should even out the legs when we do check the long leg, short leg, and it did. Then the next test is going to be, what is it? Sacral cupping. So we're going to have, Jim, can I have your glasses for?
Yep.
All right. So you're going to face down for me? Face down?
Face down.
Yeah, flip on.
Do you want me to still be recording?
No. So then the next test is the sacral cupping test. So next we're going to check the gluteal strength of the patient. So we're going to have the patient extend their leg back, hold it there, and then you're going to push down. You do on both sides, relax for me. So say this was weak. I'm going to go to the sacral cupping point, which would be cup 1, which is between, or upper cup, which is between S1 and S2. Lower cup is between S3 and S4. So I just stimulate that for a couple seconds, and then have the patient bring their leg up and hold it. And if that goes strong, relax from your Jim. Then what we're going to do is just hold the area, PDA pressure on the sacrum for 5 to 10 seconds. And then after that, retest it, bring the leg up, retest it, and that should be strong. You did the sacral cupping technique and cleared it. And the very last one is test for Cat 2 is going to be the trap fiber analysis. And for that one, we've already covered it, but we've got 7 points along, starting from the angle of the clavicle and going just lateral to 3/4 lateral to T1. And we're going to find which one's tender, and compare both sides, depending on what side. And there's a whole chart listing what areas of the body you adjust. And that's category 2.